I accept a goat? I rode the goat. But anyway, with that being said, you going to, yeah. You married now. You in it. You in it. You in it.
Did I accept a goat? I rode the goat. But anyway, with that being said, you going to, yeah. You married now. You in it. You in it. You in it. We rode the goat. UK Marv. Yeah, I likes that. Did you drink out of the skull? Yeah, I did. I did. You asked the question, I gave you answers. Yes, I did. I did. You asked the question, I answered it.
This is Jay-Z inside his Masonic Lodge. You can see the Masons in aprons in front of him. This is where Jay-Z takes his sick oaths of silence, kneels down in front of other men. This is Jay-Z inside his Masonic Lodge. You can see the Masons in aprons in front of him. This is where Jay-Z takes his sick oaths of silence, kneels down in front of other men, and calls them most worshipful master, an appalling title to give to a man on this planet. Jay-Z, the Freemason, writes songs like this. This one's called Lucifer. And in Empire State of Mind, he writes, Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church ends.
Deep, right? Deep, right? Let's go down about right here. Hold on. Check this out.
False and temporary kind of piece, no doubt. Here's a shot of Jay-Z's clothing line, purely Masonic, The Craft. Well, this is the craft he's referring to. This is him with well-known witch, Marina Abramovich, also showing her sign of allegiance to Freemasonry. Now, here we go. Here's Jay-Z wearing a most revealing top and the dead giveaway that you need to see behind the curtain of Freemasonry. Do what thou wilt. Do whatever you want. That's the adopted motto of the most notorious Satanist of the 20th century, 33rd degree Freemason, Aleister Crowley. Here is his certificate of appointment, known as the 33rd degree inscription and the double-headed eagle of Freemasonry. And here, next to his name on the certificate, including the symbol for a Grand Commander of Freemasonry, as shown in their encyclopedia. But to really confirm that he's a Freemason, here he is doing the Masonic sign of the Master of the Second Veil. Now here's a legitimate letter from Aleister. Again, the addition of his inscription to the 33rd degree, and he signs off with a symbol of the past Commander of Freemasonry. What does he write beside it? Baphomet. This Baphomet. Now listen to this man to get a clearer picture of the truth behind the secret religion of the stars and the leaders of the world. True Commander of Freemasonry. Baphomet. This Baphomet.
Yeah, that Baphomet. Now we're gonna come back to this because we're gonna go right here. Let's hear it on, let's hear it coming from our people too. Let's go. Damon World Harley. Let's go. Little Kim ex-boyfriend. Let's drop it.
Kim is part of that secret society.
Secret society, what is that? What is a secret society, World?
It's the Masons and the Eastern Stars. You know?
Okay, Masons and Eastern Stars. Everybody, now we're getting someplace.
Yes, we are.
It's like pulling teeth talking to you. A beautiful smile, I might add. Very, very nice. Okay, bring us into the world of what Masons are about. And an Eastern Star is the female to Masons.
Right.
I did not know that she's an Eastern Star. Tell us about Masons first.
Okay. The Masons, like, you know, they're a little secret society of people, and them and the Jews, they sit back and they feel that they make the decisions on what's going on in the world today. But they could plan, but Allah is the best of planners. So what's going on is, like, it goes from the presidency to the music industry,
Right,
to the courts. But let's talk about the music industry for a minute.
Okay.
All right, now, you got a lot of these cats, if you hear them in their rhymes, a lot of them is spitting the language, and they're really nothing but puppets for the bigger people. And, you know, everybody knows about these people, but everybody's scared to speak up.
Well, I want you to speak, and I want you to tell me, because right now we're talking a secret language.
I'm giving it a jump deep into it.
Okay.
All right, now, in that little circle, you all know that you have to be sworn to secrecy.
Yes.
So it depends on what type of level you in this thing, to whereas how you have to be sworn to secrecy. These rappers, they know how to go. They got to be sworn to secrecy by homosexuality.
Okay, now we're getting to the crux of things.
Right.
What are you saying? Because I know Masons, and I know guys whose fathers are Masons, and they've aspired to be Masons. And I briefly know the Eastern Star. Is an Eastern Star supportive of the homosexuality by way of partaking in lesbianism?
Both.
Okay.
Turning dudes out and all kinds of things. That's all they're about. Sex, drugs, and cash.
Okay, wow. The biggest secret then within the Mason organization is the homosexuality.
Of course, they don't want that to be exposed. That's why they don't want me talking. That's why they do what they do, so as I don't have no voice, because they know.
Let's start naming names.
What do you mean? Jay-Z, Puff, 50, Russell Simmons. Where you want to go with this thing?
I'm not surprised. Keep going. I'm flinching. I'm poofing up my hair, everybody, in that way of saying, look, he's not saying anything new to me. Go ahead, world.
Exactly. All them dudes, man. All them dudes. But
Ja Rule and 50. What's that all about?
Wow. You know they beefing over a homo.
Shut up. I mean, keep talking.
Yeah, they beefing over a homo.
Is this a transvestite?
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. I don't get that deep into it. But you know, the word come back to me because, you know, people want to expose them. You know how the homos do. When you're trying to be on the down low, they're going to blow you.
I get the calls all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But back to what's going on now. As far as with the Masons go.
LL Cool J?
He's one of the big, come on now.
Okay.
He's the first one on Def Jam doing his thing and all that.
Look, nothing new to me.
Exactly. Uncover it all.
So Russell, being king of Def Jam, and I've always looked at Def Jam and the artists.
But okay, listen. Only thing you have to do is pay attention to the way these dudes look.
Okay.
These dudes is grown men. How you running around in all these videos and all that and you don't got no facial hair? That's because they're imitating the people that built the pyramids. If you look at them dudes throwing up the dynasty sign,
okay,
they throwing up the dynasty sign, that's a diamond. The pyramid is actually a diamond.
Right.
Half is up top,
right,
and half is down low.
Right.
Yeah, this is what these dudes represent, but they really don't know what they following. They're really, really lost. Like, the devil is really fooling these people. They really don't understand what they following. They're just soldiers and puppets for the bigger people. And if you pay attention to what's going on, like, they're really trying to step into the Muslim world with their music and all that. You see these dudes now in videos, all in deserts and all that, on camels and stuff. You understand?
Yes.
Exactly.
R. Kelly.
Come on now.
Okay.
I mean, he's a puppet. So they trying to, get into the Muslim world.
Clive Davis.
Exactly. They trying to get into the Muslim world and, and corrupt our world. And and it's not just being used on that level. I mean, even up to the president. All right, let's look at it this way. Right.
What are you saying, that the president is down?
Of course. I mean, he called the shots. Him and his little circle.
Yeah.
He calls the shots. And
what's wrong with women? I mean, what are we, lepers? I don't understand. What do you think comes first? The urge to be down, or the joining of the organization and finding out what you have to do to be down?
This is what it is. Right. A lot of these dudes, they want a few dollars.
Right.
So they don't really understand what's going on.
Right.
A lot of them right now wish that they didn't have to go that way.
World is in the studio, everybody. I believe that too. I've always said there's born, and then you're down, and then there's turned out for things, whether it's money or fame or whatever.
Exactly.
And
all right, let's look
Puffy,
at this.
Mace.
Exactly. You know why Mace left. They got dudes faking their deaths and all kinds of things. Like this is really crazy. Exactly.
Is Tupac alive, World? I mean, because you said fake death, so I just want to go back.
It's a movie called Wag the Dog. Dustin Hoffman and Robert De Niro was in it.
Okay.
They show you in there how America fakes wars when the president is about to go through a scandal.
Yes.
They fake a war, all Hollywood scenes, and so you can be thrown off from the scandal, and then you know
what, World,
and when and
my palms sweat as I talk to you,
and when it's time for the whoever the Hollywood producer they're using or whatever the people's involved,
right?
They gotta go. You know they gotta go.
So where is Tupac?
Who knows? Maybe he thinks he's in paradise,
but he's not here on Earth anymore. I'm asking you, is Tupac dead?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if he's here on Earth anymore. But from what I can see,
was Tupac getting down?
From what I could see, he's around. And a few other people. But
who? Biggie? No, was Biggie?
I don't. That's.
You know
what? I mean, was he about to expose it? What was going on?
You and I, or not you and I, I'm pointing to Art. Art, we've talked about for ages, but I'll tell you what, I was always saying, not big.
Oh man! All right, let's.
Would Big be with Bad Boy if he was alive today?
No,
I didn't think so.
No, he was trying to do his own thing. Why would be involved in this and be under somebody?
You used to do a lot of hanging out in Los Angeles. You lived out there for a moment of your life?
No.
Okay. Did you bodyguard Eve? What was your affiliation with Shug?
Nothing. I don't even know that guy.
Okay. Well, this is why I'm glad to have you in here.
Wow, these are rumors.
World, everybody is a rapper just getting, a taste of, a little radio airplay. We play you here at the Wendy Williams Experience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited about talking with you today. Do you have children?
No.
Who is that woman with the fabulous boots?
I see her right there.
No, but who is she to you? Do you make love to her?
Personally, right?
Yes.
A Muslim man is really not supposed to have sex unless he's married.
Okay, so is that...
So if I would be making love to her, I would be married to her.
But did you have sex with Little Kim? You said technically, so...
Of course.
Yes, you did have sex with her.
Yeah.
Was that good? Can she swallow a spoon? You know what I mean? I mean, was it good or was it just regular? She's just a regular woman in sex. I mean, was it circus? I mean, really?
You want to know if she the queen bee for real?
Is she, or is she just a woman like the rest of us?
Kim is Kim. What can I say? That's Miss White Queen Bee. She's who she is.
Do you drink champagne?
The Wicked Witch of the East.
Are you still friends with her?
I mean, we cool. I don't have nothing against her. Kim is not a bad person. She's caught between the rock and the hard place. Okay. They sent her out to do something that she wasn't able to do. I'm a grown man.
As an Eastern Star, what did they send her out to do?
They try to get me to join it, the homo club.
Okay, I got you. How did you find out that Kim was an Eastern Star? Because in my opinion, that's something that you keep a secret until you can unfold it to somebody.
Well, she never really... See, what they got to understand is that, and this is for the record, Kim never exposed nobody's private life.
Right.
Kim never exposed their secrets. So as hard as they being on her, they don't have to be because she was loyal to them. Yeah. So they really should be letting her eat instead of doing her the way that they do her. Okay. Because she's not eating the way she's supposed to. She never exposed nobody's private life. Oh. She never exposed their secrets. But, all good comes from Allah. I can sit back and read through things. Okay. Because this is something that Allah blessed me with.
And what kind of things were you reading through? Did she have, how?
You can just, it's all in the lyrics. It's all in all they lyrics.
So then one day, she wants to introduce you to some people.
No, it wasn't. It didn't come out that way. Okay. Because, me, I'm always speaking out against them. These people are enemies to Islam.
Why the rap industry? I mean, there are so many other places that the Masons, the Elks, the president, so many other industries to conquer.
Because this is, Malcolm X said it. When Malcolm X said it, he said it the best. He said, America has the best weapon in the world. It's not a bomb. It's not a gun. It's the media.
Up next on The Experience.
Ja Rule and DMX.
I don't really know the situation of what's going on with him and DMX, but I know him and Loose Change, they beefing over a homosexual.
The Experience continues after this.
This is Chuck D, Public Enemy, #1. You are listening to the best the Wendy Williams experience right here.
Said America has the best weapon in the best.
Right here. Wendy Williams and World.
When Malcolm X said it, he said it the best. He said America has the best weapon in the world. It's not a bomb. It's not a gun. It's the media. Because they can make the guilty look innocent and make the innocent look guilty. Now look what they did with 9/11, right? 9/11. In July of 2000, the Jews bought the World Trade Center, bought the Twin Towers, and they upped the insurance on it. Right? They upped the insurance on it. So 2 months later, 4,000 Jews worked in the World Trade Center.
Gotcha.
2 months later, 9/11 happens, but not one Jew shows up for work that day. But then they blame it on the Muslims, and then not only that. See, it was.
Oh my God.
They reaped a few benefits.
Okay.
They got the insurance money, but then they also got a chance to wage war against the Muslims because the Jews know the truth.
Look, you're making my head spin now with your speak.
Wow.
Do you watch TV?
A little bit.
Do you go to the movies?
Only when it's a jewel in it.
What's a jewel?
A jewel is some knowledge.
Okay. Do you drink champagne, brown juice, smoke blunts?
No.
Cigarettes?
No. I don't get high. I don't do any of that.
Are you currently having?
I have a Fiji water sitting here.
Got you. Are you currently having sex with the nice young lady in the room with the beautiful smile and the sexy boots and that fabulous little head?
Wow. Yes.
Okay. Does she have children?
No.
Do you love her?
Yes.
Did you know her while you knew Kim?
Yes.
Were you faithful to Kim?
Of course.
Was Kim faithful to you?
Allah knows best.
No, but I can't talk with him. I'm talking with you.
I can't really say, but from the way it looks, no bet that she was not faithful. No bet.
What is her relationship with Hillary, her longtime friend and confidant, and very, very close to the cipher, and a nice woman, I might add. But I've always wondered, what's that real relationship?
You know what I mean? That's her manager, I guess.
Okay. Missy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just throwing names at you.
Of course.
Mike Tyson.
You know.
Okay.
You know.
LeBron James. Shut up. What are we saying?
You know what we saying. You know what you got to do.
Pharrell.
Come on now.
Shine.
Exactly.
Tommy Mottola.
Exactly. Wow, you see what he did to Michael.
Allen Iverson.
Come on now. They all part of that little secret circle. But see, what they don't see is really and it's really frustrating because they're puppets and they really don't understand what they're doing to my people. This entertainment industry money this is the same money that's being used to hurt my people, to hurt the Muslims. I mean, and it's
what was that stuff that was printed in the paper?
About what? With me and loose change?
Yes. What is loose change?
50 cents.
50 cents.
$2.
I just want to be sure.
$2.
What was that printed in the paper? And I want to get into that. You went to
lies.
He was up there on Flex's show and he was doing freestyle and said some disparaging things about your then girlfriend, Little Kim.
Right.
I happened to hear that. I was on my way to a party and, heard it all go down. You were downstairs waiting for her to finish the interview, or you raced there as soon as you got a phone call? Oh, excuse me. He was upstairs freestyling. He said some disparaging things about Kim.
Mm-hmm.
You met 50 and his crew downstairs.
Right.
And
No.
Okay.
Hold on.
Tell me how it went down.
No. First of all, I don't know what happened with Duke that night.
Okay.
He, you know what he do. He's working with them people. So, they have people in high places.
Mm.
So, he was shook. I don't know what happened to him that night, but he threw my name all up in the mix. And it was him that did that. It was him that put my name all up in the mix.
And then there was a shooting going on in Jersey City at one of the hotels. Do you know anything about that shooting?
No. I mean, I don't play games.
Yeah.
I'm not with the game plan.
How do you think about what people in the hood think about your reputation? You are not
people I'm loved in the hood,
but feared.
People fear. Everybody want to do wrong and live good. Everybody want to do bad and live good. That's I'm not into that. And the Mason thing is all in the hood, so they don't like the way that I'm coming. They understand what's going on. Right. They know who I am. They see it. They understand exactly what's happening.
People listening to this broadcast, what happens to you once you hit the streets and have to go back to,
What you mean, after this interview?
Yes.
What do you mean, what's going to happen?
I mean, you're saying a lot.
What's going to happen?
I'm finding it very fascinating, but I'm just saying.
These people don't want to hasten on the law's torment. They don't want to do that. They understand. I'm not afraid. I fear nothing but the law, and that's that. So whatever happens is what happens. But they don't want to hasten on the law's torment, because when it happens, it's something that these people is not going to understand. They looking for something. When they see it, they're going to wish to ransom themselves by their children. That's what the law says.
So tell me more about 50 Cent and Ja Rule.
I mean, what is there to talk about?
And Ja Rule and DMX.
I don't really know the situation, what's going on with him and DMX, but okay. I know him and Loose Change, you know, they beefing over a homosexual.
Yeah.
That's what they beefing over. They're both dealing with the same dude.
What are some examples of Mason lyrics, like lyrics from Kim or Busta or...
You want to put the CD on?
I would love to listen to...
You want to put the CD on?
A little something. Oh, it's a Jay-Z CD.
It's Reasonable Doubt.
Okay, we're going to listen. No, what song should we listen to from Reasonable Doubt?
We're going to listen to, what's that number? Dead presidents, money. Let's look at the presidents. Let's look at what they call their forefathers. They was all Masons. And you have to be a Mason to be a president. So he's out for presidents to represent him. Dudes is down with that, man. And they direct enemies to my people. And before we go any further with music, let's bring the people up to date so they can understand what I'm saying and they don't think I'm crazy and they can understand what you're saying.
Right.
And we could do it. But it's bigger than rap. It's definitely much bigger than music. It's definitely much bigger than music. But they don't even understand how much bigger than music it goes. They playing games.
Why are you doing this interview? This is potentially quite dangerous, world.
This is a message from Allah telling them to stop what they're doing. Leave the Muslims alone.
You had approximately a week since we first made contact. You called me about doing this interview. Mm-hmm. Weren't there people who tried to dissuade you from coming to see me?
Of course. You know, however they want to do it.
And
we could do this the right way, or we can do this the wrong way. Y'all can come and learn and understand that y'all lost. Or when you go against a lost plan, you don't have to worry about me because I'm nothing compared to him. I'm just nothing but his humble servant and messenger.
You're also by yourself today. You don't have crew thick. You're just you and your lovely female friend.
I'm not worried.
Did I accept a goat? I rode the goat. But anyway, with that being said, you married now. You in it. We rode the goat. UK Marv. Yeah, I likes that. Did you drink out of the skull? Yeah, I did. I did. You asked the question, I gave you an answer. Yes, I did. I did. You asked the question, I answered it.
Let's go back here. Okay. I went to another video. That was 2 different videos. So hold up, but I want y'all to peep real quick. Because y'all need to know, just in case if y'all don't know. Hold on. Just in case if y'all don't know who Damon World Harley is. Because, you know, she said he a rapper, but he more than a rapper. If you from Brooklyn, you know. And if you know the street scene, you know. And there's a reason why he's able to tell you why these Masons is connected with the hoods and different things, and you know, why he ain't really want to get down with shit. And then you're gonna find out exactly, yeah, what happened later on. But like, check this out. Before we even get back to this video breaking down the code, let me just let you see a hot 30 seconds or something real quick. Let's go. Check this. Just so this way I don't be like, who is this nigga? Like, no, like listen. Why haven't you heard about him? That should be the thing. Why did they try to silence Damon World Hardy? We're gonna get to all of that too one day. Check this out.
This ex-cop alleges Amo, the guy that 50 Cent think shot him, was killed by Lil' Kim's ex-boyfriend, Damian Hardy, and said he was more gangster than all New York's top legends, Jimmy Henchman, King Tut, the Supreme Team, and the list goes on.
That case is solved. You know, it wasn't Hamo. Hamo got killed shortly thereafter by this crew from Lafayette Gardens of Brooklyn. This guy, Damian Hardy, his street name was World. He was insane, crazy, one of the most super violent guys out there, worse than Haitian Jack and Jimmy Henchman and Tut and all those guys ever were. And he got killed for, I guess, because of the guys he was hanging out with, killed his brother, whatever.
That part. This ex-cop.
Well, you should know exactly how and why he died. It's way more deeper than what the fuck they telling us. Because if y'all understand how the streets is controlled by these fraternities, as I've been saying, and as y'all been hearing, it's public information. It's right out here. It's not like I'm pulling out secret shit. This is public information that you can find. But they choose to keep y'all blind because y'all so consumed with so many other different things. But yeah, Damon World Hardly. You know what I mean? He exposed a lot of shit. And you see now how they trying to demonize him. They trying to make him seem like the most craziest gangster of all time in Brooklyn. They trying to demonize his character and control the narrative. I mean, was he in the streets? Did he do shit at one point? Yeah, he did. But then he turned his life around. And as he turned his life around, you see what he was talking about and what he was exposing. You get what I'm saying? Damon Real Hardy would not want anything to do with the streets. You hear how he was talking on Wendy Williams. So, yeah. They silenced him. And, yeah. Killed his brother. A whole bunch of shit they did. Yeah. You see in these Jewish guys, the Oz, the OZ, like Jay-Z said, used to move snowflakes by the OZ. So you're getting from them Jewish niggas, Oz, OZ. You get what I'm saying? Who Jay-Z under? Leo Cohen, eh? Them Oz niggas, the wise niggas, wise guys. Told you, Oz. Go back to that last video. Wicked, Wizard of Oz, this Jewish philanthropist, Enlightenment movement, the Luciferians. Okay. Industrial Revolution is now here. AI technology. So, shout out, rest in paradise, Damon World Hardy. And yeah, I got a lot more of his stuff on my page if y'all want to research more of him. And I got some more stuff that y'all gonna hear. But right now, we're doing the Jay-Z breakdown. And it's going to involve all of these niggas, period. Because this is just part one. And we about to go fiddles fucking deep. I don't know what that means. But if you know who plays the fiddles, yeah, look at them hooves on them feet right in front of you right there. You should know what the fuck we talking about. Lucifer, son of that. Yeah. Let's go. Should I continue from here? Okay. Hold on. Yeah. See Alicia Keys with it, right? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Upside down across. Okay. So now let's continue down. Continue on with the breakdown of Jay-Z. And who he's really in bed with. Not Beyonce. Let's go.
You can indulge to anything, a false and temporary kind of piece, no doubt. Here's a shirt off Jay-Z's clothing line, purely Masonic, The Craft. Well, this is the craft he's referring to. This is him with well-known witch, Marina Abramovich, also showing her sign of allegiance to Freemasonry. Now here we go. Here's Jay-Z wearing a most revealing top and the dead giveaway that you need to see behind the curtain of Freemasonry. Do what thou wilt. Do whatever you want. That's the adopted motto of the most notorious Satanist of the 20th century, 33rd degree Freemason, Aleister Crowley.
And remember, I want y'all to notice the different amount of times that Jay-Z throws up his Rockefeller Rock Nation sign. He does it 3 different ways. He does it in a Delta way. He does it in a Cohen way. Beam me up, Scotty. You know, Vulcan Empire. Yeah. Star Trek. Yeah. And then the third way he does it the Luciferian way. So he's going to break it down for you. My good friend. Hope he's still alive. I'm trying to get in contact with him as we speak right now. So let's go. Yeah, my good friend is At. I call him Ati. All right? But that's who's in the video talking. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's been there and beyond, been to Hollywood, all of that, and through the lodges. And listen, let's go. Let's break down this Jay-Z stuff.
Here is his certificate of appointment. That's the adopted wearing a most revealing top. Now here's Craft. Here's a shirt off Jay-Z's clothing line, purely Masonic, The Craft. Well, this is the craft he's referring to. This is him with well-known witch, Marina Abramovich, also showing her sign of allegiance to Freemasonry. Now here we go. Here's Jay-Z wearing a most revealing top and the dead giveaway that you need to see behind the curtain of Freemasonry. Do what thou wilt. Do whatever you want. That's the adopted motto of the most notorious Satanist of the 20th century, 33rd degree Freemason, Aleister Crowley. Here is his certificate of appointment, known as the 33rd degree inscription and the double-headed eagle of Freemasonry. And here, next to his name on the certificate, including the symbol for a Grand Commander of Freemasonry, as shown in their encyclopedia. But to really confirm that he's a Freemason, here he is doing the Masonic sign of the Master of the Second Veil. Now here's a legitimate letter from Aleister. Again, the addition of his inscription of the 33rd degree, and he signs off with a symbol of the past Commander of Freemasonry. What does he write beside it? Baphomet. This Baphomet. Now listen to this man to get a clearer picture of the truth behind the secret religion of the stars and the leaders of the world. Aleister is the founder of a Luciferian church called the Ordo Templi Orientis, and he named himself the Beast 666, straight from the Bible, depicting the number of wickedness in human form. In his what's called Libers writings, he says, "With my hawk's head, I peck at the eyes of Jesus as he hangs upon the cross." Do you see the hatred? You think they don't hate you too? Keep watching. And from the equinox, with the all-seeing eye of Freemasonry, this illustration. What does it mean? The writer himself explains. The picture is symbolic of the new eon, the new age. From the blasted stump of dogma hangs the hag with dyed and bloody hair, Christianity. There's a massive glimpse into the new world order that's coming. Keep watching. And down here, do what thou wilt is the true nature. The true nature, remember? The broad morals. There is no such thing as evil. So do what you want. Can you see the Masonic future yet? Can you see the hidden hatred that pulses through its veins? If they believe in do what thou wilt, what do you think they will do to you? And what do you think they'll do in order to build this new world? This is from a commentary on his book of the law. The Beast 666 adviseth that all children should be accustomed from infancy to witness every type of sexual act. Do what thou wilt. And what about the royal art of Freemasonry? Magic is the highest, most absolute, and most divine knowledge of natural philosophy. What a statement. The highest, most absolute and divine. Well, let's have a closer look into some of the more hidden secrets of the most divine natural philosophy known as magic. Any living being is a storehouse of energy, varying in quantity according to the size and health of the animal. At the death of the animal, this energy is liberated suddenly. The animal, therefore, should be killed within the circle, within the magic circle, so that energy that's released can be captured and directed to serve the will of the witch, male or female. This is a science, a hidden science. But now hear this, coming from a 33rd degree Freemason, and don't you forget that. For the highest spiritual working, one must accordingly choose that victim which contains the greatest and purest force, a male child of perfect innocence and high intelligence is the most suitable sacrifice. Can you see? This is who Jay-Z is quoting on his top. This is who this Jonas brother holds in high esteem. This is who the Beatles have on their front cover as a figure they admire. No, worse, they put at the top. This is the same picture of the front cover in a mirrored form, and after some kaleidoscoping, you'll find this. Fellow Freemason Aleister Crowley sits at the top, and down the bottom there even appears the phallus with the testicles, and up here the vesica Pisces, also known as the vagina. Does this picture make more sense now? All Freemasons, yes indeed. And by the way, that's where Jay-Z got his symbol from Satanism, as portrayed here by Satanist and Freemason Aleister Crowley and by Satanic Church founder Anton LaVey. Does anyone still think that Freemasonry isn't Satanism in disguise? Let's finally take a peek into the royal art of Freemasonry. And this is the briefest way I can show you from the complete book of Magic and Witchcraft. This is a practitioner's manual, not from some bogus author trying to expose witchcraft. Just so you can get it through your head that this is real and this is protected. The writer or compiler of this God-forsaken book warns the reader that the recipes may seem disgusting, but the knowledge revealed has been forbidden and has caused suffering and death to witches and the victims of witches. You don't think witchcraft was a serious menace in times past and present? Come with me and I'll show you how bad this menace actually gets, as the world's most powerful and secret religion moves ever closer to fulfilling its biblical destiny, and it will. Close your eyes or not, it will fulfill its destiny. Firstly, let's connect this sick art straight to modern Freemasonry with the word abracadabra, both written in triangular form from the Manual of Witchcraft and from the Encyclopedia of the Secret Society that your Prime Minister belongs to. And just like high-ranking Freemasons, male and female witches also drink out of a human skull. But here the practitioner drinks wine, in which they first dissolve or boil the brains or heart of an animal before consuming it all from the human skull. In this ritual, the initiate is instructed to drink in the night at spring water out of a skull of one that hath been slain. That's right, out of the skull of a human who's been murdered or sacrificed. Otherwise, eat a pig with a knife that slew a man. Please don't turn away. Look straight ahead and open your eyes to the planet you are on, because the real monster under your bed doesn't actually go away when you close your eyes. In other rituals of the craft, you burn a rooster while he's alive. With the use of a poisonous plant used in ointments and potions of witches, you can assure death and destruction on a victim. You want to make a female enemy sterile or a male enemy impotent for the rest of his life? Otherwise, you can just kill them. The hand of glory is the severed hand that is dried and preserved to be used in black magic. Yes, a dead human hand. A black circle is most effective for operations of evil. The use of blood and sex in ritual was considered helpful for obtaining the necessary energy to successfully work magic or achieve mystical insight. But here's where the darkness thickens even further. Animals such as black cats or children may be sacrificed, and participants may drink the blood of the sacrifice. And just so you know that Stanley Kubrick wasn't joking, an orgy of participants sometimes follows the mass. No remorse, just science, the science of witchcraft, the royal art. And here, what's necessary for the working is the fat of young children, dead children. How many children do you think go missing in Australia every year? That's how many. And what about the world? Is it 1 million? Well, according to the International Centre for Missing and Exploited Children, it's 8 million children per year. Do you think that the highest, most absolute, and most divine knowledge of natural philosophy has anything to do with that? Any chance of an international secret system that is bolstered by initiations and degrees and bound under the most brutal penalties that the human mind can ever devise? Do you think that has any involvement? Any chance of that? Am I saying that this Freemason has sacrificed children? No, I never said that. But did he ever even remotely mention the secret societies? Did he ever try to warn you, educate you? No, he was under oath. Am I saying that these Freemasons have sacrificed children? No, I never said that either. But have they ever warned you about the secret society that believes that Lucifer is the savior? The society functioning right under your nose, that secret society? No, not a chance. Julia Gillard admitted she belonged to one, but that's about it because they're all under oath.
Did I accept a goat? I rode the goat. But anyway, with that being said, you married now. You in it. We rode the goat. UK Marv, yeah, I likes that. Did you drink out of the skull? Yeah, I did. I did. You asked the question, I gave you answers. Yes, I did. I did. You asked the question, I answered it. My readings, because you're not going to find a lot of 33rd initiation rituals out there. You're not. I'm not saying you can't. There's just not a lot of them out there, and some differ than others. But I'm telling you, did I accept a goat? I rode the goat. But anyway, with that being said, you married now. You in it. But even saying that part, a lot of them still don't even understand that. They don't know why to the craft as a 33rd is different than that of anybody else. Because now you are actually, you're married to the craft. And why in my jurisdiction, we never ask why. We just do why is a 33rd would you wear that band? They don't even know why they wear it on their wedding finger, because they ain't go back and forth regarding why do you wear the ring on the left hand. And some 33rds wear their 33rd ring on their wedding finger. Okay. And they don't even know why they wear it on their wedding finger, because they ain't paid no attention. They ain't paying attention to why is a 33rd would you wear that band on your finger? And And I know you'll say, well, my jurisdiction says that we can wear it there. Just because they said it, they ain't tell you why though. That's the thing. A lot of us don't ask. We never ask why. We just do it because they said you got to wear it on your wedding finger. But I asked the question, why? Why in my jurisdiction, we wear it on the pinky finger? And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're married to the organization. I said it. And people can be like, oh man, you full of shit. You crazy. No, I'm not crazy. Your dedication to the craft. Hear what I said. I'm choosing my words wisely. Your dedication to the craft as a 33rd is different than that of anybody else. Because now you are actually, you're married to the craft. And you're probably saying, this man has lost his mind. He clandestine. He don't know what he's talking about. Okay, if you feel I don't, that's on you. I'm just telling you from my readings, because you're not going to find a lot of 33rd initiation rituals out there. You're not. I'm not saying you can't. There's just not a lot of them out there, and some differ than others. But I'm telling you, did I accept a goat? I rode the goat. But anyway, with that being said, you're going to, you married now. You in it. But even saying that part, a lot of them still don't even understand that. They don't know why they did certain things as they traveled on their journey. And I always ask the brothers, regardless of your initiation or even your jurisdiction, you have to ask why. And it's okay to ask why. Because then you become better informed, better educated in understanding the craft. The craft, not just your jurisdiction, but the craft. Because now in the essence of the whole, you are a part of the craft. I don't care what jurisdiction you're in. Don't care at all. You're part of the craft. Some people may say, no, you ain't. You're part of the craft. Absolutely. I knew a 33rd handed me a penny and tried to get me to join. No, that's not how it said that way. We rode the goat square. Oh, yeah. I got up on it, man. I got up on it, but I had to get off of it too. But with that being said, sticking to the topic of the 33rd, as you journey around in your journey as a 33rd, okay, there's going to be some questions that's going to be asked of you. You can accept or deny. You can accept and say, okay, I'm good. Or you can say, no, I'm done. You can do that because it's of your own free will and accord. The thing is that most people just want to pay to be the 33rd. See, this ring right here, this ring that has my name in it, and it has some other stuff inside of the ring that identifies me as a grand inspector, 33rd GIG. It sets you apart. Diddy, freak off parties, lovers. All right, okay. Cause somebody do something with this kid or this person, Jordan. If my guy's still on, yeah, man, this too much, man. Too much. Oh, for sure. Yeah, he can go. Can we get this weirdo? Yeah. He's gone. He's gone. Get him out of here. But with that being said, as a 33rd, and here's the thing. So how many of you remember the movie Lords of the Ring? I like that movie. I like that movie because it has a lot to do with the ring and what the ring really means. So let's just look at that. So in ancient customs, they said the third finger, which is the wedding band finger. Okay, this is a thumb. This is a thumb, not a finger. So it's the 1, 2, it's the third finger. It's the wedding band finger on the left hand, right? In ancient customs, they said that was connected to the heart because it was on the left side. It was a direct connection in its essence to the heart. So that's why in the Western civilization, most people will wear that ring on that side, okay, on the wedding band in the Western culture of things, okay? But with that being said, my Supreme Council requires that a person wear the ring on the left hand pinky finger because it's next to the wedding band. It is next to that. That's in my jurisdiction. That's in my jurisdiction. That's why we do it. Everybody doesn't do it that way, but everybody should understand why you wear the ring. You should know that. If you don't know anything else, you should understand why there are 3 bands around that ring. Why are there 3 bands? That's the question as a 33rd. You get the ring and it has 3 bands. Why the 3 bands? And why the triangle with the 33rd in the center with a cap on top? Those are the questions as a 33rd you should ask yourself. And for those of you who are desiring to be a Mason, this is some stuff you can just pick up. Always ask why. You're going to find out if that person is knowledgeable about the organization or not, because they can tell you things without disclosing anything. I don't have to talk around the circle to go around the bowl about it. I can be direct and tell you things without informing you about everything that takes place. However, the journey in the 33rd is the rebirth of the Phoenix. There can only be one. There can only be one. And in the process of understanding that part, there can only be one of you. Yeah. I know y'all like this dude is just way over here somewhere, but I'm not. And in that part, there can only be one of you. Yeah. I know y'all like this dude is just way over here somewhere, but I'm not. I'm really not. Because if you're a 33rd, you know that you have to do some traveling, right? You know the process in rites and ceremonies that you've just gone through. Because if you're a 33rd, you know that you have to do some traveling, right? You know that. I'm just saying. Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Watch that movie. It's something about the ring. And as a 33rd, it's something about the ring. Because they're going to give it to you. It's part of your package, right? Some jurisdiction gives you the ring. They give you the sash. They give you the crown. Okay? In other jurisdictions, they give you the collar, right? They give you the ring. They give you the crown. Those things are very unique to the ancient accepted Scottish Rite, American rites, and other rites too outside of the United States do the same thing. But I'm specifically talking in regards to the American rites and ceremonies. That's why I'm specifically geared towards that. You said Lord of the Rings, the movie named Lord of the Rings. Okay. The American rites and ceremonies. That's why I'm specifically geared towards that. You said Lord of the Rings, the movie named Lord of the Rings. Okay. There is a series of it. Okay. Can you show the ring closer? Yeah, I believe I can. Hold on. There you go. Oh, that way. Okay. It's a 3-bed ring. And I'm not going to go into details on why it's a 3-band ring, but anytime you come across a 33rd, it's going to be a 3-band ring. 90 a 33rd. Some people may say, no, you ain't. You're part of the craft. Absolutely. I knew a 33rd handed me a penny and tried to get me to join. No, that's not how it. No, I'm not. Okay, my apologies. First of all, I'm not going to say that didn't happen, because it happens to you. That's just not the way it should actually happen. Let me say it that way. We rode the goat square. Oh yeah. I got up on it, man. I got up on it, but I had to get off of it too. But with that being said, sticking to the topic of the 33rd, as you journey around in your journey as a 33rd, okay, there's going to be some questions that's going to be asked of you. You can accept or deny. You can accept and say, okay, I'm good, or you can say, no, I'm done. You can do that because it's of your own free will and accord. The thing is that most people just want to pay to be the 33rd. Did I accept a goat? I rode the goat. But anyway, with that being said, you're going to, you married now. You in it. Did I accept a goat? I rode the goat. But anyway, with that being said, you're going to, you married now. You in it. We rode the goat. UK Marv. Yeah, I likes that. Let me see. I knew it. Okay. I'm just going back, trying to just get caught up in some of the things that I was asking. Did you drink out of the skull? Yeah, I did. I did. You asked the question, I gave you an answer. Yes, I did. I did. You asked the question, I answered it. Let's see who's that. The Anthony Smith. Yep. No. See, you said you married to a group of men. I didn't say I was married to a group of men. I didn't say that at all. I didn't. I said I was married to the craft. That's what I said. That's what the ring means in the essence of it. Absolutely, that's what it means. In ancient customs, as far as the originator of the ring, it means something different. But when you look at the totality of it, yeah, you are. And no, it's not a bunch of men. I said the craft. You'll catch that on the way home when you dissect this and break it down. I said to the craft. Absolutely. That part. Invader. Newlywed. I'm a 33rd. I never signed it. Come on now. Really? You didn't. You didn't sign nothing. They didn't. Oh, well. What jurisdiction you in? Paul? I think that's Paul. Paul, what jurisdiction are you in? Northern, Western, Southern? What United Supreme Council you're a part of? That's the question I'm asking you. Since you said you never signed it, I would like to know. Because everyone that I've spoken to, that's the 33rd, have signed it. And I don't have to go into what they signed. I just know they signed it.
Rahul back. A9E right back on the scene. Cesaro non-ether. Tell you I'll be back right away. All right, so now, as you see the title of the show, the head of Jay-Z on a Masonic Jewish dickhead, 666, Boule-Puppet, house nigga lollipop shit. Okay. Volume 1, Part 1, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm about to take y'all down the Jay-Z lane. But before we even get into the Jay-Z history that I know about and things that I was around that I could really speak upon too, that's going to be in another part. But this one, we're going to dissect it. Because we got to dissect this before we could even get to those parts. So let's break it down on some yo gabba gabba shit right now. Now break it down.
You signed Cameron. You signed Charlie Baltimore. You also signed Dutch and Spade, Major Figures. I guess you tried to sign Beanie Siegel.
I tried to sign the whole group, the whole Gilly, everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I was in the game. I tried to sign Mace. I tried to sign Shine.
Murder Inc.
Yeah. I tried to sign everybody. I tried to sign Cash Money. It was too much money. Jacob was bringing me everything. Ludacris, Jake, everybody. We had a shot at everybody. We was just, you know, they didn't fund us the right way.
Another member that was supposed to be in Junior Mafia early on was Foxy Brown.
Foxy Brown.
And I've heard rumors about this.
Yeah.
Different versions of it.
Yeah.
Okay. And this was before the Foxy Jay-Z song, the Ain't No?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
1,000%.
So she was like 15 at the time?
Yeah, she was a kid.
She was a kid.
She was a kid. They were all kids. They were all Nas, Jay, Big, all of them kids.
Okay. Well, Foxy was around, but so was Lil' Kim.
Yes.
But Lil' Kim rapped very different back then.
So y'all got to understand how these people move secretly. But like I said, I know Inga. I know Foxy. I know, like, me and Foxy, same age. Okay? Same age. I'm 79. She's 78. I mean, that's the year that we born. You get what I'm saying? She is a few months older than me. A few months. So, when she was 15 and I was 15, or when she was 15 and I was 14, what was Jay-Z? Let me see. I'm born 79. Jay-Z born 69. Jay-Z 10 years older than me. Yeah. That's how that shit go. Jay-Z 10 years older than me. So he 10 years older than her. You get what I'm saying? What, 9.5 months older than her? Because she a few months older than me? Listen. So Jay-Z was 25 when she was 15. Digging out. And that's why she did like, ain't no nigga like the one I got. No one can fuck me better. Now, what is a 15-year-old doing speaking like that? What is a 15-year-old doing speaking like that? Ain't no nigga like the one I got. No one can fuck you better. Sleeps around, but he gives me a lot. Keeps you in diamonds and leather. I forgot the fucking lyrics, though. It's been years, though. Shout out to Siobhan, my ex-girlfriend from way back in the days when I was 15 years old. 1995. Yeah, she was playing that shit all the time. Like, all the time. You know? But yeah. So the point I'm trying to get at is like, yeah, who's saving these niggas? What kind of eyes wide shut going on? What kind of eyes wide shut grooming going on? You know what I'm saying? What have these elites put their children into? What is these boule people a part of when you're in these fraternities? Oh, this is what you do with your children. You gotta put them into these things. Oh, I get it. Because regular fucking people don't send their kids there. Only people in these fraternities, whether it's in the blue collar world or if it's in the street underworld, because it's all still connected, right? Both sides of the coin. Okay, but let me finish playing this so I can end this video. All right, let's go. Let's play this. Like I said, Jay-Z is 10 years older than Foxy Brown. So let's not get it like they was little kids. Anyway, listen.
Jay kid.
She was a kid.
She was a kid. They were all kids. They were all
Song, the A9E.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or the Foxy Jay-Z song, the A9E.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
1,000%.
So she was like 15 at the time?
Yeah, she was a kid.
She was a kid.
She was a kid. They were all kids. They were all Nas, Jay, Big, all of them kids.
Okay. Well, Foxy was around, but so was Lil' Kim.
Yes.
But Lil' Kim rapped very different back then.
Yes.
What does she sound like?
Well, she sounded like when I first heard her rap, Jacob York actually let me hear her, told her to rap for me. And that's when I put her in the group, Junior Mafia. Because, you know, all this other story you'd have heard, that's the wrong story. If we're going to tell it all in the right context. But he said, listen to her, and when she raps, she sounds like Fredro from Onyx, right? But I was a marketing guy, right? So I'm saying, man, you see this adorable, beautiful little girl, and she had the presence of Biggie. Like she had it like that, right? And Big hated it. He was like, no, hell no, right? No, she sounds like a boy. And I'm saying, but that's, you know, that's the aggression. Like, and he's like, hell no, right? Big did not start liking her vocal tone. Not that she couldn't rap. He loved her as an artist and image, but her vocal tone until he heard her rap on Backstabs. When he heard her sound like a girl, that's when he was like, now I want to fuck you on a record, like listening to you.
I remember you telling me that early on, Big would kind of mess with Kim a little bit and say, "Oh, I'm going to sign Foxy instead of you."
Yeah, because he thought Foxy was really dope. Like he was, like we were all one big happy family. It went left. It got that there was an incident with some AK-47s was pulled out. And it was war getting ready to happen in the hood between the two factions of Kim and Foxy, because she had some guys from the hood that was managing her, and you know, all of those things, you know. So, but the real fallout came with Thelma and Louise when we were trying to put that record together. It just, you know, it was there. It was.
Do you see what the Luciferians, when they said, when he said Little Kim, what did Little Kim, listen, when he said Little Kim is an Eastern Star and her whole clique is Masons, Jacob York and all of these Leo Cohen ass Jewish ass niggas, like, look who she a puppet for. Look at the album that they had her and Foxy supposedly trying to fucking do. And it probably was hard as fuck because of all the crazy torturous shit that they went through at that young age. That's probably why the fuck that shit probably couldn't fucking work. Listen to the name, Thelma and Louise. Thelema and Lucifer. You get what I'm saying? Lucifera. Diana Lucifera. Thelema Lucifera. Thelema and Lucifera. Listen, y'all gotta know exactly what was being done in front of our eyes. Y'all seen everything that the homie from Australia, the famous guy, you know, X Factor winner, pop star winner, all of that. Went through all of that. Top of the charts, you know, all of that guy. You seen everything that he told y'all about. This ain't no bullshit. Yeah. Thelma and Louise. Yeah. And he said, yeah, it was Thelma and Louise, right? And then it was guns and all of this other stuff with one fraction and another fraction. You know, wow. Who was Foxy's peoples? These fraternities everywhere. But listen, Damon World Hardy ain't want to get down with that shit. What he told y'all. He did not. They tried to come in. He did not want to get down with that shit. You get what I'm saying? He probably would have been a nigga on the album cover of Thelma and Louise with both them bitches. One on the left, one on the right. But listen, I'm trying to tell you, it's a whole set of shit that was supposed to go down. Like I'm telling you, shout out to Damon World Hardy. Rest in paradise. There's a lot that he was trying to tell y'all. There's a lot behind this story. I'm here to shed light on both sides. Well, nah, let me not even use that word, because that's that Illuminati word, light. I ain't trying to fucking blind y'all. I ain't trying to talk that shit like, yeah, if it's dark and ain't the lights out, I ain't put on the light. Nah, listen. Nah. I'm here to give y'all the truth. Straight up. Now let's run that back before I end this show.
Of Kim and Foxy, and they left one big happy. He thought Foxy was really dope. Like he was, like we were all one big happy family. It went left. It got that there was an incident with some AK-47s was pulled out, and it was war getting ready to happen in the hood between the two factions of Kim and Foxy, because she had some guys from the hood that was managing her, and you know, all of those things, you know. So but the real fallout came with Thelma and Louise when we were trying to put that record together. It just, you know, it was there. It was, everybody was, you know, like you probably heard the record with, you know, that Jay had wrote for Foxy at that time. And, you know, Foxy had made her commitment to the record. And Kim was just like, it just went south from there. And that's why their relationship still hasn't been mended, because they were sisters at one time, you know, same age, you know, it wasn't no Biggie. One thing about Biggie, he knew how to keep everybody together. He knew what his vision was. You know, Nas created the fallout between Nas and Biggie came behind him not really wanting to do, you know, okay, Nas want to be Nas, right? They competitive, right? So it's rap. Who's the best? Who's the best? Who's the best? So Nas says, I can create my own Junior Mafia. And he takes Foxy and he goes get AZ and he creates the firm.
Right.
And they start, you know, and that's where it's a lot of subliminal bars from Biggie and Nas back and forth. You'll find out about who was talking about who and what records. So it was a real battle going on.
Now I just want to go down the line and different people that have affected this case tremendously. Now, one of the named people in the conspiracy is your son, Jacob York. How does the father handle something like that?
Well, his real name is not Jacob York. His name is Yaqub Abdullah Muhammad. Right? His mother's name is Zubaydah Abdullah Muhammad, and he has, siblings, brothers and sisters. Right? It's a very touchy situation because his mother died of an aneurysm attack. Right? Me and her have been separated for many, many, many years. You follow? And she died of an aneurysm attack, which her father also died from, and one of her brothers, Maddie, all died from Maddie Johnson. All right? He went off and told people that I was responsible for the death of his mother. This really affected the kid. It destroyed his mind. Then on top of that, one of his brothers, one of the twins, which is my son Yasmin Lahi, he was in a party in New York. He was down here with me, living in Georgia. He said he's going up to New York to spend a little time with his sister Fatima because of Valentine's Day. He wants to let her know that he is going to move down to stay with me in Georgia. You follow? And when he went to New York, he got involved with them, hanging around, living in his brother Jacob's house. He calls himself Jacob or Jake York, Yaqub, living in Yaqub's house with him. Yaqub eventually threw him out of his house. He got involved with another member of his family and ended up in a party and was, shot fatally and died. You follow? I think that also affected his mind. Then he was involved with people like Little Kim and them. I ain't gonna tell you about Little Kim and the dress habits and the vulgarity and the lewdness of and involved with that corporate. He called himself Yorktown Records or Yorkville or something like that. Your Records, and he was hanging out with the Junior Mafia and hanging out with that whole hip hop crowd, tough guys, stuff like that. Called himself gangster, and he's involved with a kind of bank fraud and forging false checks and all kind of things and trying to trick the government. So he came to me at one point and asked me for some money, right? He wanted me to help back him to back Little Kim. But I told him I cannot back a person like Little Kim with my reputation. I'm not going to put my reputation on the line. But she's nude and stuff like that. I got nothing against her and her career. That's her life. But it doesn't fit into our lifestyle as emasculated American Moors, and I didn't want that to reflect on our community. He got very mad. He started cursing, stomping around, and he left and went off. Him and Sakina Parham at the time was kind of close because they used to be boyfriend and girlfriend when they were upstate. See, Jake York or Yaqub was Ada's boyfriend. He was also Sakina Parham's boyfriend, and they had got caught several times upstate having sex. Right? And they got in trouble for that. And he was mad about that. He was running a record store that I once had up there in Liberty, New York, and he was caught stealing money out the store, and he got in trouble for that. I did everything I could to try to shape him into a better person, but down inside, he had this desire to go his own way. He became an avid hater of me, and he became one of the campaigners of this whole case, of launching this whole thing and getting people together and threatening them and scaring them. He was on payroll, and he was on the payroll at the FBI. Now, a witness got on the witness stand who was his best friend who was there when the deal was made with FBI agents, and he was also the one who was going to testify that Jake came to him because they knew he was good at forging checks and trying to get him to forge checks for him so he could use those forged checks to buy a house because his credit was not strong. His credit was around $2,000. He needed to be $24,000 to get covered from the bank. And the guy refused to do it, which is a friend of his called Damien Pryor, who was up there at the court to testify about this. And in their testimony, he testified how Jake York was on the government payroll. They got to Jake York with things he had did in the past, right? And then turned him. He already had a dislike for me, and they used that as an excuse to try to topple our organization and topple me. So he got to him and then told him to solicit people. And he went around getting people. Meanwhile, while he's soliciting people, like Tia Thomas, she was that guy Hakeem's girlfriend. And so he pulled her away from Hakeem, and he's having sex with her. He's having sex with Karima Hammer. He's having sex with Keenan Park. He's having sex with all these people, and they all testified to it on the stand. Yes, Jake York was one having sex with all these people, and then they all lived in this house together. The thing is, now, if he had hired this guy who was supposed to adjust checks so the amount of money would be suitable so he can get this loan from the bank, and the guy refused to do it, but then he eventually got the house anyway, and we have the records to show his accounts that he only had $2,000 in the bank, and we checked the records in the bank for the person in the house, and the records were up, then the forgery was actually done. This guy, Damon Pryor, didn't do it, but he forged it, and he bought this house along with Barbara Noel, which is Arthur Lopez and David Noel and Amanda Noel's children. Those are the ones who are the ones, they're all in this case. It's like a plot and a conspiracy. Then he got together with a bunch of these people, and invited them down to South Beach, Florida, so he could get it together. They rented buses, they transported minors across the state line, but nobody said nothing. Coming out of Georgia all the way down to Florida, so they could, get together and plan their plot, get their story together. When they came back off the beach, South Beach, Florida, they went straight into the FBI agency. Jake went back up in there and started letting him know who he had and how he got them coerced, and then how these people all scared. And he told them that if you don't do it, we're going to get you in jail because you was involved in this, and we already know this, we already know that. They got a whole bunch of stuff and put the thoughts in the people's head. They started writing, and the agents wrote their own PO2s and made these people try to memorize these PO2s so they could use them on the stand. Things didn't go their way because everybody didn't comply. Jake couldn't convince everybody. Other people saw he was full. He brought down a bunch of hip-hop groups. They were down in South Beach. They were getting drunk. They were smoking marijuana. And we had a whole bunch of witnesses that were minors who were willing to testify on what went on in South Beach. The judge blocked it. The judge blocked some of the girls who were minors who said they had sex with them down there. The judge blocked it. The judge blocked the fact that they were smoking marijuana and using crack down there. The judge blocked it. The judge blocked it, the fact that they had parties where all the girls got naked and they was having a big orgy and they videotaped it and we was getting access to the video. The judge blocked it. You know what I'm trying to say? Yes. So Jake was being used. I'm saying he's my son, he'll always be my son, right? And he said, I hope he's my son, I said like that, right? But he'll always be my son regardless. I can't say I'll ever hate him. They'll be inhuman, right? But I know they manipulated him and they used him because they wanted to stop his organization. He had no concern with his organization because he was in the hip-hop world, so he didn't have nothing to lose anyway. You know? But they had him binded by things that he did. Right. And then that prompted him to really go out and do a lot of devilishment. And then in the course of trying to topple me.
Right. Now, there's another key person in the whole conspiracy that keeps on coming up, and that person's name is Habiba Abigail Washington.
Yes.
Did I accept a goat? I rode the goat. But anyway, with that being said, you're going to, you married now. You in it. We rode the goat. UK Marv, yeah, I likes that. Did you drink out of the skull? Yeah, I did. I did. You asked the question, I gave you answers. Yes, I did. I did. You asked the question, I answered it.
Did I accept a goat? I rode the goat. But anyway, with that being said, you going to, you married now. You in it. Did I accept a goat? I rode the goat. But anyway, with that being said, you going to, you married now. You in it. Did I accept a goat? I rode the goat. But anyway, with that being said, you going to, you married now. You in it. We rode the goat. UK Marv, yeah, I likes that. Did you drink out of the skull? Yeah, I did. You asked the question, I gave you answer. Yes, I did. You asked the question, I answered it.